Hi there, and thank you again for joining me for this week's edition of your Wheel and Anchor weekly newsletter. I was contemplating what news to share with you this week, and I'm sure, like all of you, and I open the newspaper, or more relevantly, I open the news app every day. There doesn't seem to be a heck of a lot of good news floating around, whether you look at politics or whether you look at the state of the pandemic in the world and all of the challenges that we have. But at the same time, I've opened some emails and we've gotten kind of an overwhelming response to our recent newsletters and to our future travel forums that we've been doing over the last few weeks. And it's given me sort of a renewed sense of hope and inspiration. And I got some great feedback from some of our members, in particular one who said, who thanked me for keeping the dream of travel alive. And I tell you, it's exactly those kinds of commentary that keeps us all going here at Wheel and Anchor, and keeps me constantly looking for ways to talk to you about travel and keep you inspired for the future. I'm totally optimistic we're going to get back to travel again, and we've got a ways to go. There's no question about it. I think the situation isn't going to go away in the very near future, but by sharing stories with you about all these wonderful places around the world, it hopefully keeps us all thinking about what will be when we can get back to traveling again. And so our Future Travel Forum from just a couple days ago was all about Central and Eastern Europe, and we talked about countries from Austria all the way down to the Black Sea, Romania, Bulgaria. And it was, I think, eye-opening for people who maybe not even considering going there necessarily, but at the same time, learning a little bit about all the wonderful places that there are to visit. I mean, I think, travel, as we all know, is, there's no way to see everything in the world, but there are some incredible places to go. And so in contemplating all that, I'm still left with the question, what is it that you'd like to hear from us? We've tried a lot of different things to keep our community together. We had our wonderful Anchor monthly newsletters back late last year that we since had to suspend, and we've done our crossword books, and we've done webinars and travel trivia, online travel trivia and interviews. What is it that you find most interesting, inspiring? What can we do? What can I do to keep you in this conversation? And, as one of our, as that member put, to keep the dream of travel alive. So that's what I'm curious to hear about from you. We've got some other ideas up our sleeves. In fact, we've been quite inspired because the response to these future travel forums has been really quite overwhelming and overwhelmingly positive. And so we're going to keep doing that. In fact, we're organizing some webinars all about rail travel and some of the more interesting rail journeys that you can find around the world. But what other places would you like to hear about? And how else would you like us to engage with you? The more we get back from you, the more emails, the more great comments. It just keeps us all in this amazing conversation about travel. So share with me what you think about that. I read every single one of your emails and I try to reply to them all. And it just, it keeps me excited, inspired, motivated, to keep us all in this great conversation. So I look forward to hearing from you. And next week, by the way, we have our webinar on Egypt and the Nile Valley, a program we ran earlier this year. We had a great time there. So come out and find out about our trip, which will be next November of 21. And followed 10 days later, we'll be talking about Israel and Jordan. So that's what's in store, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon.